morning, guys. It's currently August 6th, and we have some breaking news in the wizarding world. So if you guys don't know, I actually created months ago a video about MinaLima books, and there are 3 illustrated books currently out. I will link the video in the description below in case you guys want to check out that book video later on. But do you guys know who MinaLima is in the first place? Well, if you don't, they are the graphic designers for the wizarding world. They've worked on all the Harry Potter movies, they've worked on Fantastic Beasts, and they've worked on the theme parks and everything else. They've done a lot of stuff, and it's not even just wizarding world related things. They have done other franchises or IPs as well, so you guys can go check them out on their website, MinaLima. I'll put everything in the description below for you guys so you guys can do proper research if you wish to. But like I said, we do have some breaking news, and it is about MinaLima. So MinaLima posted this 6 hours ago on all their platforms. It says, "Many of you have asked us about the timing for the MinaLima illustrated edition of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. We want to let our readers know that Studio MinaLima has not been commissioned to illustrate the 4th Harry Potter books and will not be continuing our participation in the series. It was a privilege to reimagine J.K. Rowling's first 3 Harry Potter books in the style of our illustrated fairy tales and reach the hearts of Potter fans worldwide. It has been an honor to forge connections with readers and publishers across the world and to have the opportunity to meet so many collectors of these editions at events. We thank every single one of you for supporting us and finding as much joy in engaging with our work as we enjoyed in creating it. Mirafora, Mina, Eduardo Lima, and all the team at MinaLima." So in case you guys haven't figured it out, MinaLima is literally Mirafora and Eduardo's names put together. Anyway, so this is pretty sad news because every couple of years, I believe it's like every 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, they would release a illustrated book. And because it's 2 years, it takes a long time to illustrate every little thing, so obviously 2 years is worth it. And they just released the 3rd one, I think it was last year in 2023, in October of 2023, and it was gorgeous. I have it. There's a video of it on on my YouTube channel. Like I said, go check it out. So to not finish the series, it kind of feels like it's a waste of money for those collecting it, and we're like, yes, I'm going to get it every single one and have the full series, and it's going to be gorgeous, and my kids will have it, or whatever it is, People really want it for their youngsters, for themselves, a reimagining. And this isn't the first time a series has been canceled on us. If you guys remember a couple years ago, Jim Kay, who also created the other illustrated series, which I have not done a video of. I should do it. I will probably get to it before the end of the year. He also canceled his series, and someone else will be taking on the mantle for him and finishing that series. But it's not his work after book 5, right? Book 6 and 7 are going to be somebody else, and it's like, another series gone. But we have a problem here, and that is the Harry Potter Wizarding World fans. They are all annoying. So here's what it says. "Thank you for all your comments. We value your support and share your disappointment. We have always been open about being commissioned by Scholastic to illustrate one book at a time. This was not our desired outcome. This magical community is very important to us, so we want to let you know as soon as we could. We know that you'll appreciate the decisions for big creative projects can take a long time." Oh, so it wasn't even J.K. Rowling's fault. Let me get to this. I'm jumping ahead, guys, but let's continue. "We remain immensely proud of the MinaLima editions for the first 3 Harry Potter books and hope you, too, will continue to treasure them. We hope you will keep enjoying our distinct style of graphic design in our ever-growing MinaLima Classics collection." There were a lot of people going on about screaming about how it was J.K. Rowling, and all these people are like, "Oh, it's J.K. Rowling, it's J.K. Rowling, it's J.K. Rowling." Let me see. Probably J.K. Rowling's discriminatory comments about the trans community. Which is hilarious. Look at that. MinaLima have been open, blah, 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 blah. So that may have something to do with it. These people are just so unhinged that they're constantly talking about J.K. Rowling. How shitty J.K. and her team can be. It's like, it wasn't even J.K. Rowling's fault. They just said it. It's Scholastic. Now, if you don't know who Scholastic is, Scholastic are the U.S. publishing company who publishes the Harry Potter books. Not J.K. Rowling's fault, but of course, as soon as something teeny tiny negative happens, everyone and their mother so-called fans have to go and raise their pitchforks and go, "It's Rowling's fault." Is it? No. But anyway, I digress. If we're going to nitpick J.K. Rowling for everything, maybe it should be when she goes and changes some lore. Cursed child. Whatever. Anyway, So, as they say, it's not J.K. Rowling's fault. And so I wrote this. Now, keep in mind, 47 minutes ago, I wrote that. And then this is from school, from MinaLima, I should say 10 minutes ago. So they just saw this because they saw all the hatred J.K. Rowling was getting. So I said, sure, a lot of you are commenting about J.K. Rowling's trans comments as if that somehow affects MinaLima. First off, maybe research what Rowling has said instead of spewing lies. And second, like I said, it has nothing to do with the Potter world, which is so true because MinaLima last week announced that they would be working on this. MinaLima was invited to be an integral part of Universal Orlando's resort design team to create the latest wizarding adventure for Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts fans. Epic! And it is certainly epic. Over the coming weeks and months, we will share details about our work created in close collaboration with our wonderful partners at Universal and Warner Bros. Discovery. Watch this space. But as usual, we have Wizarding World fans who are absolutely brain dead and can't even be like, let me just do some critical thinking. Last week, MinaLima announced that they had just been working on Epic Universe. Now, mind you, that's been a project for years. It's not like this was last week or something. And they finally announced that they were working on them. Do you really think that MinaLima is not going to go and work with Warner Brothers after everything, after building the whole business basically on Warner Brothers, on Wizarding World, and then going off and doing other IPs like some Disney books and things like that? No, it would be the dumbest move ever. The dumbest move ever to not work with the Wizarding World Warner Brothers. Like, are you insane? And funny enough, when I had shared this with my mom this morning, she immediately was like, maybe MinaLima asked for too much money. And that's why they didn't get the 4th book deal, which is entirely possible. But now we know it was actually Scholastic who doesn't want to do it. And maybe Scholastic is doing some other type of project and they don't want to work with MinaLima on an illustrated edition. Who knows? I don't really know. I find it very, very odd that this is what's going on. So let's just look at it again. It says, we have always been open about being commissioned by Scholastic to illustrate one book at a time. This was not our desired outcome. So they were commissioned one book at a time. This is all Scholastic's fault. And mind you, MinaLima also creates all the prints. I mean, if you see some of the prints behind me, some of those are MinaLima. It's not like they're not going anywhere. They're still making Wizarding World stuff. You think they can just go and make MinaLima prints and not have a cent given to J.K. Rowling for using her IP? Hello? Then we have dumbasses on this one. So the Rowling Library, who I absolutely adore, they're very unbiased, straight to the point, using facts and knowledge, and they made the announcement saying, hey, MinaLima Illustrated Series and Goblet of Fire and Beyond have been canceled. And I said, I'm discussing that on Instagram, the fans are immediately blaming J.K. Rowling because of her trans views. How does that affect MinaLima? What if they ask for too much money? They work on Epic in Orlando, so it's not like they won't work with J.K. Rowling, which was what I just said before. And then we have this guy saying, I think it's Bloomsbury have done this as it was them that were commissioning the books in Scholastic in the U.S., which, he's right about that. It was Scholastic. And I think it does have something to do with J.K.'s views. Then again, there was a year gap before book 3 came out. Maybe coming up with a new idea for the books was getting too much stress for MinaLima, which is entirely possible. It was stressful. That's what happened with Jim Kay. He had a huge mental issue, a huge breakdown, and he was like, I can't keep going. I have to stop. And you know what? That's fair, but it also sucks for the fans. So then I responded back saying, yet MinaLima continues to work for the Wizarding World, for Epic Universe, and creating their own Wizarding World prints. No, make it make sense. So my entire rant here, guys, is basically, can we just go back to using common sense and critical thinking? Like, take a step back and be like, oh, J.K. Rowling spews the hatred. Where? Show me. What has she said? And every time you ask for a receipt, they just go and say, I'm not doing your research for you. It's because they've been programmed to think like sheep. Every single time. And here's the thing, guys. I'm actually pretty annoyed that Goblet of Fire and Beyond are not going to be produced in a MinaLima form because they were gorgeous books. And, like, even my nephew has them. We got them from my nephew, and he's 2. He can't read yet. So that was the whole point, that by the time he would be old enough to read, more of those books would be out. But now they're not. So, like, it is a huge, huge pain in the butt because people were collecting these, like I said, to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're gorgeous. The spines are beautiful. They look amazing on display. Who doesn't want a full series of books? No, nobody does. Nobody wants half a series and be like, oh, well, better start all over again on another edition of these books. Like, it sucks. It really does. So that's kind of my rant on MinaLima this morning at 10:23 in the morning. Anyway, that is basically it. Like I said, if you want to check out my video on the MinaLima books, I will link them for you in the description below. I highly recommend you check them out. Just do it. One, you give me some support for the algorithm and everything, and two, they actually are worth looking at. They're beautiful books. So that is it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.